President Biden just delivered a State of the Union address, and it definitely could have gone better. But it also could have gone much worse. We're gonna go over Biden's two biggest flubs from his speech, and also a couple of moments where he did well. First, there was one particularly odd moment where President Biden seemed to invite Americans to fly with him to Moscow.
I'm gonna get in trouble for saying that, but if you want to get in Air Force One and fly to Toronto, Berlin, Moscow, even Moscow, probably. And bring your prescription with you, and I promise you I'll get it for you for 40% the cost you're paying now. Same company, same drug, same place.
Now, I think he was trying to make a point about how insulin is more available in other Western countries, and that he said Moscow by mistake. Secondly, Biden was heckled by Republicans to say the name of Laken Riley, an American woman who was recently murdered by an illegal immigrant. Yet despite having a pin with her name on it right in front of him, he mistakenly called her the wrong name.
I'd be a winner. Not really. Laken Riley, an innocent young woman who was killed by an illegal. That's right. But how many of the thousands of people being killed by illegals? To her parents, I say, my heart goes out to you, having lost children myself. I understand.
Laken Riley is a football coach at USC and randomly trended on Twitter after this flub. The other funny bit about that clip is hearing Biden refer to an illegal. In progressive circles, that language is now considered verboten and even offensive, so much so that Biden's own administration actually instructed immigration agencies to avoid using the term illegal immigrant and instead say undocumented non-citizen. Oops, I guess you really can't teach an old dog new tricks. There were also a bunch of more minor flubs, like when Biden said that all Americans voted against his signature legislation.
My American Rescue Plan, which every American voted against, I might add.
I think he meant all Republicans. There was also that time that Biden referred to GTP instead of GDP, gross domestic product, and multiple instances where Biden seemed to slur his words.
Because I invested in family farms led by my Secretary of Agriculture, who knows more about this than anybody I know. We're better able to stay in the family for those farms and their children and grandchildren won't have to leave home to make a living. It's transformative.
That said, other than the unfortunate Laken Riley incident, Biden handled the heckling from Republicans and audience members pretty well. He was also largely coherent, and while he certainly didn't deliver a masterclass in oration, and sometimes seemed to be unintentionally yelling, he did get the job done. The bar has been set very low for President Biden because of his age, but he probably did clear it. Many Americans who've heard exaggerated rhetoric about Biden being a vegetable and decided to watch and see for themselves probably felt reassured that he was mostly present and able to read a speech, albeit with some difficulty. To be fair to President Biden, I'm really not sure how much more you can expect from an 81-year-old. But then again, that's why many people don't think that people born before color TV should be president. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for tuning in and joining me. Please do consider subscribing and sticking around, and maybe even hitting that like button and commenting with your thoughts below. And with that, I'll see you all in the next video.